like to tell you a story using cards, rhyme, and wit, composed by myself, and that ain't no joke. The story I tell of two gals and one guy is a soap opera of sorts. Now let's find out why. The first two of the three, they were husband and wife, a king and a queen for most of their life. Now he called her Edith, and she called him Stan, for she was his queen, and Stan was her man. Now the king he could smile, but the queen she could not, for a child they wanted, but could not be got. The king he was virile, potent, well made, but the queen she was sterile. You see, she was spayed. Neutered, gelded, it's a veterinary term. The king wanted a son to carry his name, and soon it was Edith he started to blame. The screaming and yelling, she could take it no more. She called Stan a bum, and his mistress a horrible person. See, she knew about Kate, the lovely young lass, with the face of a queen and a firm, shapely ankle. She had a bit of a club foot, but it didn't seem to bother the king, for it was Kate that Stan lusted, but still loved his queen. So a threesome they became, with the king in between. I woke you up in the back there, didn't we? The King-Stan trio, they came to be known. But a king with two queens would be rocking the throne. Now greed and lust don't mix well with fate, and soon it was Edith who lusted for Kate. Two queens in love soon sent Stan away. But the king would return. He wanted to play. They rejected him quick, sent him out beyond the walls, and should he return, they would cut off his balding head. See, when you wear a crown all day, the hairline tends to go back. But the king was persistent, he wanted to play, so he returned once when Kate was away. A fight broke out. Edith screamed, yelled, and hissed. Not to mention the king, boy was he pretty upset. But Kate would return, much to Edith's delight. But where was King Stan? He was nowhere in sight. So what is the moral, this lesson we learn of Stan, Kate, and Edith, and the tables they turn? Well, I've told it to Stan, and now I'll tell it to you. You can't have your Kate, and Edith too.